What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep, what recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow. Hey guys, today is Monday, January 24th. We're near the end of the month, but oh my god, there is so much going on right now. Like the freaking stock market and cryptocurrency is going wild. Something's happening over there with Ukraine and Russia and the United States and Biden and stuff like that. Something terrible happened with this dude named SkyDoesMinecraft that I need to kind of look into. There's so much to talk about today, so much news. So you know what, let's just jump right into it. Casual reminder to drop a like if you guys haven't already, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Again, special thanks to the new patrons that came. We had a blast this weekend. We watched My Hero Academia Hero Rising. It was so funny. The movie was like, it was kind of average, but watching it with you guys and then our post conversation was so fun. Guys, again, if you guys want to come through and watch anime with me on the weekends, patreon.com/InfernoOmni. We are having a blast in that Discord. But yeah, anyway, you know the drill. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and yeah, allow me to lay it on you. But guys, before we get into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Albert. Guys, it's 2022. Traditional banks just ain't cutting it anymore. They charge you overdraft fees, they charge you maintenance fees, heck, they charge you fees for not having enough money in your account. That's wild. Which is why Albert is different from any bank account that you have ever used. Instead of getting an overdraft fee, Albert will actually spot you $250 if you're ever in a tight spot. On top of that, and this is actually pretty cool, but when you get paid using your Albert debit card, you actually get paid 2 days sooner than you normally would get paid. You get your money faster.
It's my money!
The Albert card gives you cash back on purchases. It gives you no interest on small advances. But guys, the best feature, in my opinion, is Albert's genius feature. Because to be frank, most of you guys suck at managing your money. Which, guys, is normal, okay? They don't teach you this stuff in school. Okay, finances can be tough and hard, I know. However, with Albert's specialized financial team called Geniuses, they will personally examine your money situation, devise a plan for you, and they're always available if you have a question or you get stuck on something. It's pretty nifty to have. So yeah, click the link in the description below at https://albert.com/Omni to download the Albert app today. For a limited time, when you open a checking account and connect a qualifying direct deposit, you'll get $150 for free. That's https://albert.com/Omni. And again, special thanks to Albert for sponsoring today's video. So here's a freaking crazy video. Knack556 says, man fights off bear to save his dog's life. Bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I just attacked my man! Is somebody here? Oh my god!
Jesus Christ. So yeah, guys, I looked over the footage, by the way. The dog that was getting caught attacked got away, okay? And it looks like this man threw his entire body to protect his freaking dog. I don't even know if all I gotta say is this guy is a walking W. I mean, there could have been an L. Thank God it wasn't, but Jesus Christ. Now I'm curious. Like, I have a cat, Andy. I feel like I would do the same. Instinctively, if there was yeah, I would definitely do the same. If there was a bear coming at my boy, I would come up there and punch him. Just bop. I'm like, I might have to risk it all, bro, for my boy. So yeah, he walked out. He's fine. The pet is fine, but super huge scare. Bears are scary, bro. I thought bears were kind of like those cuddly things, but you look at a bear in real life, man, those things are just mauling machines. They are designed to like destroy and kill. So glad nothing happened from this, but this clip was going trending. It was wild. So guys, here's a quick need to know. All of you guys were telling me this, but yeah, Pape said the entire game of Pokemon Arceus, Legends Arceus, is leaked on the internet, and you can play it using ROMs. So it's out. The game is out. People have been posting clips left and right about Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you're one of the type of people who want to wait until the actual official game comes out so that you can play without spoilers, start putting your mutes and all that stuff, because all the information and all the tags and all the clips are going out. People are playing the game. People are showing endings. It's bad out here, bro. It's really bad. So just a quick update, hey man, watch out, bro, so you don't get got. Also, what you probably need to know, and an update on what we talked about the other week, my boy Chef Beck said the Pokemon first-person shooter getting take down. I noticed when this did happen, one of you guys alerted to me and I appreciate it. But yeah, the guy who made the Pokemon first-person shooter game where you could shoot Pikachu in the face with a shotgun got his entire well, his Twitter got eviscerated. Last month, I started working on developing a Pokemon. It says, the media has been disabled in response to the report by the copyright owner. Now, from what I understand, the Nintendo ninjas were not responsible. Apparently, there's another task force in the Nintendo sphere. It's the Pokemon ninjas. Apparently, the Pokemon ninjas are even worse. They're like the Anbu squad, like from Naruto. Like, these are the assassins. They will come at you, at your neck, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I've never seen a Twitter page like this. Like, it exists, but it it doesn't. It only has like 7 tweets. The background is gone. And none of it makes sense. I don't know if it's protected or it got deleted or if this is like a ghost of a Twitter. I'm not exactly sure what happened to this guy. And if you come to the actual YouTube channel, it says video unavailable. This video is no longer available due to copyright claim by the Pokemon Company International Inc. TPCI. That's Ambu. This is the squad right here. Guys, I can't find this guy's channel. I can't find this guy's Twitter. This guy got completely eviscerated off the face and platform of the internet. So I hope he's okay. I just an update. What the heck happened? I'm guessing someone came for his throat. Probably was suing for maybe lots and lots of money. I don't know. I just hope the guy is okay and not like captured somewhere in Pokemon HQ. But yeah, that's the guy that made the first person shooter game. People were upset because, you know, Nintendo is always copyright striking people. And to be fair, like completely to be fair, yo, watching Pikachu get one pumped by a shotgun, Pokemon watching that, I can see them being like, hey man, like that's a little bit too far, bro. But people don't like Nintendo in general for stance when it comes to copywriting games. You know, a lot of people make a lot of mods of Nintendo games and they're absolutely amazing, and Nintendo will come in and just slam it down, project them for you know, Super Smash Brothers. But yeah, that's the guy, that's Dev, that's the first person shooter Pokemon game. He gone, rip. Hopefully we get some updates. I just want to know that the guy is actually okay. And I wonder if he's going to be able to say what is actually going on in the future, what actually happened to him. And guys, kind of breaking, I was editing and Dragon, the guy who actually made the Pokemon first person shooter, replied to my tweet. He said, was eating food, watching one of your new vids, and I was shocked when I saw my vid popped up. Thanks for the feature. In which I replied, I said, bro, you're alive. Thank God. I just recorded a video saying I was worried about you, man. What happened? You good? Question mark. Okay, I was like, okay, what happened? Did the Pokemon then just get him? Is he getting sued? What is going on, dude? Is he trapped in someone's basement? And yeah, Dragon said, dropping an important statement later today on the topic ... So I don't know if he's going to drop this after I drop today's video or what's going to happen, but we're going to get a follow-up to find out what happens to a guy who makes an FPS Pokemon shooter. What specifically does Nintendo, aka Pokemon, do in this situation? So when this does happen, I'll let you guys know and I'll keep you guys posted. So this sucks. The King Sammy said, rumors have been kicking about that E3 might be canceled this year. And we're talking about the digital event not even going physical. You know, there's been a lot of delays. I think probably because of Omicron. But I know that in the movie sector, a lot of movies are being pushed back. Like Mission Impossible, a bunch of movies. I just said name one, but that's the only one I can remember. But yeah, a lot of them are being pushed back. I'm guessing because of the pandemic, because of Omicron. But now they're saying that E3 22, the digital event itself might be pushed back, which might have to do something with the fact that maybe they're having trouble, I don't know, creating enough games for the hype. Maybe games are being pushed back and delays are happening there. I don't know. This article by GameRank said the online event E3 22 may now have been canceled too. The news comes from games journalist Jeff Grubb, who uploaded a new video to his YouTube channel and said that the digital version of the event is probably canceled. The physical event was officially canceled earlier this month due to ongoing pandemic and concerns around the Omicron variant of COVID-19. This year's cancellation marks the 3rd year in a row with no physical E3 event, which, you know, is starting to make sense, man. When the publishers are making their own E3s or their little directs, like they're basically coming out and announcing their games periodically throughout the year, like Nintendo Directs, Nintendo staying ahead of the game as always, it starts making events like E3 a little less relevant. Like why go to E3 or why go and have your games ready and prepared for some event where you can just periodically drop your own direct, your own freaking little tiny mini E3 with your own stuff when you feel like it would be right for your company to announce it, right? So it's starting to make E3 less and less, I want to say, needed. There needs to be a reason to bring everyone together, a showcase, I guess. I mean, maybe when people come back, then it'll come back. And since people can't meet like physically anymore, it's kind of weird because now everything could just be a digital showcase, which makes E3 just kind of sus all around. So it's like, yeah, curious to see if this will continue, man. I do know that the Game Awards is doing really well. In terms of the Game Awards, you guys don't know, it's kind of like the Grammys, but for video games. They are at the end of December, at the end of the year, where they basically showcase the best games of the year. They're doing very, very well, but E3 is not doing so hot. So yeah, we might not get an E3 this year, guys. If there's any confirmation, I will let you know, but here's the rumors that are going around. A quick football news. Apparently this weekend was absolutely wild for football. So I'm just going to drop this because I know a lot of you guys actually are sports fans. I didn't realize that until I talked about it a little bit yesterday. So if you're not a sports fan, just know that what is occurring here in terms of sports realm is actually just absolutely absolutely wild, record-breaking. Apparently, Tom Brady is, you know, he's been in the NFL championships, the Super Bowl forever and ever and ever. I think for the past 13 years, either him or Aaron Rodgers have been in the NFL championships, and it's no longer happening this year. Certified Kimchi Papi said probably the best NFL playoff weekend. First time in history, both number one seeds lost in the same day. Number one seeds meaning the highest picks to win. The people with the highest win rates both lost at the same time. First time 13 years since 2009 that Tom Brady nor Aaron Rodgers, okay, those are the two are right, will be in the conference championship game. All 4 games over the weekend came down to the last second score. So yeah, I heard about that. I heard Tom Brady was about to bring it back. Tom Brady with the Tampa Bay was about to bring it back against, was it the Chiefs? Who was playing who? No, it was the Rams. So that's what happened. I think it looked like Tom Brady was about to do this huge comeback, and eventually it came down to a field goal that the Rams were able to get. It was tied 27-27, and yeah, the Rams were able to bring it back. It looked like Tom Brady was going to be able to bring it back, but he couldn't. 49ers beat the Packers 13-10. The Bengals beat the Titans 19-16. But I think the biggest game a lot of people were talking about yesterday was the Chiefs versus the Bills, because it went to overtime, and people are basically very frustrated because it came down to what everyone is saying, a coin flip. So after overtime, you do a coin flip, and whoever guesses right gets to go on the offense, and then who the first person that scores the touchdown wins. That's it. You can't come back. There's no time. Someone scores that touchdown, game is over. You have no chance of defending yourself. Yesterday, if you guys don't know, the term coin flip was basically trending. Kurt Benkert said for the Green Bay Packers, said this game was ruined by a coin flip. Please change this, NFL. Sincerely, everyone, with 39,000 likes on the tweet. This guy, Josh Wall, says a coin flip shouldn't divide an NFL playoff game. This person said NFL overtime rules might be the worst in sports. Basically comes down to a coin flip. With that said, might have been the most amazing week of NFL football ever. Hey guys, just a quick update on sports. Apparently a lot of you guys watch it. I had no idea. So just a quick update. And then if you don't watch it, just one of the most monumental weekends of sports ever. Congratulations if your team won, and press F in the chats if your team lost. But yeah, guys, that's sports. Let me know how you guys feel about the game. So guys, we have more NFT news. I feel like NFTs are like the new Super Smash Brothers, bro. Like every freaking week, every freaking month, somebody is coming in big, huge, and be like, hey, I'm into the NFT space. Just joining this joint like it's a Smash game. Hawaiian Teriyaki Chicken said Chandler got himself an NFT. And if this is Chandler, I think it is. This is the Chandler who is on Mr. Beast's video. Colin Smoke said, MF said, F them trees. This you, Chandler Hollow. And yeah, Chandler Hollow basically has his own NFT called strangehands.io, which I have seen before. And yeah, he's in the NFT space, you know, shilling NFTs. That's just one person. My girl Agent V said USPS, the actual freaking United States Post Office, is now getting into NFTs. That's wild. It reads here, have you heard USPS is entering a brave new world of NFTs? How brave of you. Check out the latest episode of Mailin' It, where manager of licensee Amenity Kirby unpacks the licensing process, limited edition NFTs, and much more. My boy Autobot Zap said Dumb Ways to Die, a YouTube channel where they talk about dumb ways to die, has gotten to the NFT space as well. Another reason on the stack of reasons humanity is a mistake. And it reads here, the hype is real. Beans NFTs are here. 20,000 Discord users in one day. Whitelist today. So yeah, guys, it's kind of crazy how everyone's getting into the whole NFT situation and stuff. But at the same time, bro, like cryptocurrency is just flopping right now. Now, I just want to make this very clear, okay, guys? When crypto goes down, this is not just like a crypto crash, okay? This is a crash of the entire stock market, okay? Everything is going down, not just crypto. Crypto's getting hit really, really, really hard, but everything right now is currently just down super bad, like all across the entire market. Okay, this isn't everything crash. All investments are looking really bad right now, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, those more NFTs updates for you guys. Just again, more people still jumping into the NFT space. Even I'm curious to see if people are going to continue pushing NFTs if the crypto market starts becoming bear? That's what I'm kind of curious. If crypto starts going down for a little bit, it probably will go back up. Most of these investments will eventually go back up, but they don't ever usually stay down, historically speaking. While it is down, I'm curious to see the people who are pushing NFTs, if that's still going to continue being an ongoing trend, if people are going to look at this and think that, I don't know, Ethereum is really cheap right now. I don't know. I'm very curious, and yeah, I'll let you guys know as things happen. So let's talk some money. Let's talk finance. A lot of you guys from the last video said, Omni, can we talk about money and financial situations? I want to kind of know what's going on in the know and stuff, you know. Well, let me tell you, today is a great day for you guys to know what's going on, because right now the entire stock market is crashing like no other, probably resembling the last stock crash we had when COVID first started. This doesn't just have to do with crypto. My boy Fried Melon said the crypto crash, and this is an article that reads, Bitcoin drops to 6-month low as investors dump speculative assets. Cryptocurrencies tumble in wake of global stock sell-off, proposed Russian crypto ban. To put this in perspective, guys, here's Robinhood, here's Ethereum. It's down 10% in one freaking day. That is astronomical. The price of Ethereum is at 2,100, which I can't even remember the last time it was. Actually, we'll find out right now. This is the one-day average, okay? And 1 week, for the past week, it has dropped 32%. That means if you had $100, your $100 is now like close to $66. And the past month, it's dropped almost 50%. But when you zoom out and look at it year over year, it's actually up 77%. But to show you this drop is basically show you here that this number here from January 24th is almost back down to the floor where it was back in July 25th. And some people are kind of worried that this is going to continue happening within the crypto space. Same thing is happening to Bitcoin as well. In case you didn't believe me, here's Bitcoin. It's down 45% over the past 3 months. Year over year, it's up 4%. But that drop, as you guys can see, you know, everyone was up here. At one point, it reached 67,000, almost 69,000. And yeah, in only a couple months, it's dropped literally more than half, all the way down to 35. And yeah, guys, it just kind of looks like charts and graphs. Don't worry, I'll explain it to you guys. Here's the S&P 500, okay? If you don't know the S&P 500, it's the top 500 companies that are public at any given point in time. And it basically shows how the economy is doing overall. It's an ETF here that you can kind of follow that just follows the top 500 Fortune 500 companies. And as you guys can see, within the past month, this thing has dropped 10%. Now, this is supposed to be one of the most safest, most outside of like bonds, but one of the most safest stocks that you can invest in. Index funds are basically one of the things where people say, just throw your money in there and year over year, you'll be fine. Because year over year, historically saying, it does do fine. If we look at the past year, it's been up 11%. But as you can see, this has been a huge dip since January, which dropped from $477 to 437, and it's just going down. So to see this much volatility in an actual index fund shows you that what's happening right now to crypto and stocks is happening all over the place. And yeah, guys, there's a plethora of reasons why this is happening, okay? It's not just one thing, you know, like if you guys don't know, for the past year, inflation has been going up and up and up, and now the Fed has decided to start hiking up interest rates. Interest rates going up means that they're trying to bring down the rate of inflation, and when interest rates go up, then usually the market starts going down. Something about the consumer price index basically not being at a threshold that it needs to be in, but I'm not going to go into that type of wild jargon. There's also the talks that's happening with Biden and Ukraine, and what's going on with this potential war thing that's going on with Ukraine and Russia, and how they're getting involved. And whenever we get involved in any kind of affairs that look like some type of war going on, then usually stocks go down as well. And there's also the cascade effect of like people borrowing stuff on margins. If you guys don't know, there's this thing called options where you can basically bet if the price of a stock is going to go up or down, you know. And so a lot of people who thought that this huge train ride of prices going up probably have options that are expiring, and when they expire, that's when the margin call comes. And they thought that maybe all of this would go to the moon, $500, something crazy like that. I don't even know. Instead, it's going backwards. So people are selling out, their options are going cold and it's just not looking good for the stock market altogether. There's so many reasons why this is happening, and with the economy overall just not doing well, everything follows. Usually Bitcoin is supposed to be unregulated, a cryptocurrency is supposed to be unregulated type of coins. But in this case, I think because a lot of new buyers and a lot of retail, a lot of investors have been starting to buy into the crypto space, it's now been kind of following and trailing what's been happening with the S&P. I hope I'm not losing you guys, but a bunch of big whales like companies, JP Morgan, all that stuff, they're all buying cryptocurrency. But now with the economy in the state that it is, that it's unknown, one of the first things that these guys will do is dump crypto assets because it's a speculative asset. It's not like hardcore cash, but people are selling stocks. There's just one guy. I don't know if you guys know this guy. This guy named MeetKevin. He's probably one of the biggest YouTubers when it comes to the financial space. And he is like on blast right now. And he's been covering everything. This guy's wild. If you don't know who he is, he's first started off with real estate and then he started talking about stocks and investing. Very analytical kind of guy. And he's in hot water because he usually talks about stocks. He talks about finance. He talks about what's happening in the economy. And he's under fire specifically because he paper-handed, which means he sold out almost his entire portfolio of stocks. This man is a multi-millionaire. He makes millions off YouTube, and he has even more money that he's been making off real estate. He has a lot of freaking money. And he's adhered to one of the energies of Wall Street bets where it's always saying like, buy the dip, just every time the market goes down, buy it because, it's eventually going to go up, buy the dip, it's just kind of trend or whatever. But he sold out his entire stocks, which normally is just him going opposite of what he usually says. But a lot of people are upset because not only did he sell out his portfolio, which basically is completely opposite of what he's been saying for most people in his audience when he's suggesting to them, but he actually had some type of live stream event going on where he sold all his stuff, but then in the live stream after he sold everything, he was telling people to buy the dip. So he basically got out, exited, and ran, but told everyone to just keep buying, which is absolutely just wild. And so big, in fact, he was on the top of our Reddit stocks, like literally with 6,000 upvotes. Stock YouTuber MeetKevin sold out 99.9% of his stocks. Okay, this is absolutely wild news when it comes to the money and finance and YouTube industry. This still ties into YouTube stuff. So yeah, it read he probably has the most subs amongst the finance YouTube space. I think that actually goes to I want to say Steph Graham. Anyway, for months in 2021, he had been saying inflation would inflect down in September, October 21, and there would be an end of a year rally. So he loaded up all his call options in August to prepare for it, then adjusted his timeline to January, February 2022. He sold out of several stocks in November, then went all in last 2 weeks of December, thinking there would be a rally in January 2022. A rally being thinking that we are at the bottom, like the dip is here, the stocks are at an all-time low, crypto's at an all-time low, assuming that that's the floor, and he's trying to time the dip and he's trying to buy in so that when everything goes back up, a rally is when everything starts flying up again. Just a couple of days ago, he was still super bullish meaning, like thinking that everything is going to go up, whereas bearish means you're thinking everything is going to go down, saying stuff would rebound, made a video slamming Bill Ackman for shooting market in March 2020, and blamed the suits for manipulating the market. He went from that to suddenly selling out 99.9% of his portfolio and is now shorting the market. Shorting the market is basically, believing that you think the market is going to drop, and you can make money if you make bets if you think the economy is going to fail. He's saying he wants to get back in around March 2022 since he thinks that is when max pain will be. He apparently told his course members in private he sold at least a day before he told his public viewers. So he actually sells courses. He has a course thing where he teaches you guys about investments, and in his courses and in his Discord, he tells people what his positions are. But apparently he told his private people that he sold out, but then before he even told the public people, and in the public, he was telling people to buy the dip. Anyway, it says, I watched the channel off and on, but never took stock advice off him, but kept seeing red flags before this, such as how the watch list was filled with speculative stocks. He bought Docu in the midst of earnings dip around 180, saying it was an overreaction. He also bought Coin on day one, Coinbase. So that is a shame. He went from preaching buying the dip to panic selling to try to time the market. A lot of people were just really upset about it. Anyway, the top comment on this, and this is something that I talked about in the last video, margin. And the top comment says, he got margin called, but hasn't admitted it yet. And I've talked to you guys about margin calls. I told you it's when the mafia comes and says, hey, where's my money? You owe me. Whatever you tried to bet on, it went the other way, and now you owe me a lot of freaking money. Whenever you use margin, you borrow on margin, you owe a lot of money whenever it's due. Said now he's buying QQQ puts and trying to convince everyone to sell. Buying puts means that you're betting that the market is going to go down. He's been buying the dip on stocks that give you the best 30% to borrow against and selling puts. He mentioned he was trying to raise his margin a few days ago. The market continued to sell off, and now he's liquidating everything. He's also refinancing his property to buy in March. Pigs get slaughtered, suggesting that, MeetKev had a lot of margin, aka borrow money, and now when everything drops and cascades, when you owe that money, you get liquidated. It's suggesting he probably must have lost a lot of money because this man might have potentially had a lot of margin. So yeah, guys, if you made it this far and you had no idea what I was saying, maybe you understood bits and pieces or learned a little bit, congratulations. I know I don't talk about finance that much on this channel, so a lot of that went over your head probably, but it's one of those things where if I talk about it more often, you will be able to follow more and more as time goes by. But long story short, guys, stock market is crashing. We don't know how long it's going to crash. No one can time the floor. No one can tell you with 100% guarantee when to buy and when to sell. All you need to know, though, is that when crashes like this happen, a lot of rich people with a lot of cash use this as an opportunity to usually buy into the market. They try to time the floor and they just throw dumps of money into whatever index funds or stocks they think is going to go all the way back up. And then usually after a year or so, after everything recovers, then they become filthy rich. It's one of those things that, like, right now is a great time to learn about money. Not saying that you can guarantee yourself some richness here, okay? This could be something like a bear market that can last for an entire year or even more, where stocks don't go up. Historically speaking, the index fund is still a place where you can save. And the idea that a lot of people still like to hold on to is this idea of dollar cost averaging. It's when you just put in a little bit of money into some stocks once a month, usually the same amount of money, and you don't try to time the market. You just time in the market is better than trying to time the market. So you just try to put yourself out there when you expose yourself, but you're not trying to gamble or bet the ups or the downs. And that's one of the things that a lot of people do when they're trying to just be consistent. That seems to have some of the best returns. So yeah, guys, that's the stock market. That's cryptocurrency. That's margins. That's MeetKevin, the drama. I don't know if you guys know MeetKevin, but pretty huge deal. He hangs out with Andre Jack and Steph Graham, and I watch a lot of their videos and sucks. And it kind of sucks to see him get, I guess, pushed into this, but hey man, it is what it is. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the stock market, crypto, MeetKevin, and all this drama going around with money. Stay safe out in these streets, yo. If you got any questions, I can try to answer them in the comments below. But yeah, if you guys want me to talk about more money situations and things like that, just let me know. So my boy Trent said that Gus Johnson came back to talk about the situation with this ex. So finally, we get an update that's been happening with Gus Johnson and his ex-girlfriend. You guys don't know, we talked about this a couple of months ago. I want to say around October. His ex-girlfriend came out and talked about it in a video where she was having complications with her pregnancy and was basically explaining how this complication was due to her boyfriend, which was unnamed at one point in time, where people eventually figured out it was Gus Johnson. And yeah, it was not a good look. It seems like it was almost like a private affair between two people that it became public, and it was really bad overall. It wasn't like an attack where Gus Johnson came back and tried to cancel her or something like that. It seemed like it was an event where their relationship was not doing well, and Gus Johnson may have contributed in a way that was not good, that led to her pregnancy being terrifying. I think at one point in time she could have died or something like that due to complications of the pregnancy. It was really scary. She went into a lot of details talking about this, but yeah, people put XYZ together to basically figure out that it was Gus Johnson that she was referring to. And now Gus Johnson has made a video. Gus Johnson, by the way, in case you don't know, a YouTuber with 3.32 million subscribers. He makes videos. I don't really watch his videos, but I've seen his face in memes all the freaking time. He has videos like the kid in gym class who always got an ice pack, the first guy who burped, my audition for new James Bond, what a bunch of us did, at least 1 million for like all of his videos. But yeah, now he's talking about the last few months. He hasn't made a video in a month, and he made a 5-minute video talking about it.
Hi everyone, I'm sorry I didn't make this video sooner. I stepped away from social media for the last 3 months to really reevaluate everything that's going on in my life right now, and I'm here to talk to you today about everything that's been happening. A few months ago, my ex-girlfriend posted a video that talked about a very difficult and painful experience that we went through in a relationship together over 3 years ago. It dealt with an unexpected pregnancy that turned out to be ectopic, and the subsequent long recovery process that followed. And I just want to talk to you about that time today.
Okay, so that's the summary that I gave you guys earlier, but yeah, this is what is basically happening.
I think that during that time I was so close to the situation that I was not able to fully realize and understand the pain that my partner was going through, and I was not able to fully understand the impact that I had on that situation. I think that I was so caught up in my own overwhelming fear of what was going on that it made it difficult for me to see through that, to really connect with and understand her sense of fear. As the medical situation continued to last for many months with no end in sight, there were just times that I just said some stupid stuff and some things that just caused my partner additional hurt. And I think that I said these things to inflate my own sense of righteousness because I felt so drained from the situation, and I was so afraid of what was to come, and there didn't seem like there was any end in sight. And I think I'd gotten to the point where I had convinced myself that I was doing everything that I could do and that I was saying everything that I should say, and I thought that I was doing everything right. And it became frustrating, and I felt so defeated, and it took me a while to realize that I was actively making the situation worse and adding additional hurt, and that's realization has just left me feeling so foolish.
Jesus, this apparently I believe they were getting counseling and therapy for this, because this seems very real. This seems like a situation. I know a lot of people in relationships, couples, that they go through something, not specifically what's happening here, but what he's saying seems like to be a very common trope in a lot of people's relationships. And dang, it feels like it should be private, where these two can handle it together and see if they can make amends and see if they can work it out. But I guess because it became public and it's out there, it's out in the open, and yeah.
And I'm really glad that she feels comfortable sharing this story as part of her healing journey, and I hope she keeps doing it. I just feel so foolish for the shortcomings that I brought forth during this time, and I just feel incredibly regretful for just the dumb stuff that I said. I'm sorry that I caused her hurt during this time, and I'm sorry that I was not the partner that she needed during this really difficult period. And the hurt is extended beyond that. There are a number of people who engage with my content or who I work with professionally that have been negatively affected as a result of my actions and my words. And I just would like to extend my sincerest apologies to these people as well. I hate disappointing people, and I want my pages and platforms to be a place where folks can come to get a little bright spot of happiness and get distracted from a lot of the negativity that's going on. And I'm so sorry for disappointing for so many people. I really am. I hope that my former partner can use this moment in time to heal and find some peace. And I wish her the best.
Seemed like a sincere apology to me. It seemed like he definitely had regrets. He was remorseful, said sorry like 50 million times, held himself accountable. The top comment here says, "This is a great reminder not to hold people on a pedestal. We're all flawed human beings. I hope Gus grows into a better person." This person here said, "I'm so glad this apology is sincere. No playing the victim, just an explanation of what happened and an apology. Hope everything gets better, Gus." But yeah, guys, that's the Gus Johnson update situation. Let me know how you guys feel. In my opinion, it's a tragic situation that happened with both his ex-girlfriend, and him being remorseful is very good. It doesn't excuse the things that he did do. He's not off the hook for anything like that. But at the same time, I do see a person, when I'm watching this video at least, who is remorseful for his actions. And I also see a lot of things that were occurring in his conversation just now that he was talking about in a relationship that happens in a lot of relationships, in terms of just not being aware of the conflict or the infliction that you impose upon your partners. Very sad, and I hope that these two can heal and move forward from the situation. That's how I truly feel about the situation. And I hope this doesn't turn into like a drama thing where people are talking about it in a drama way. This is like real life shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's the Gus Johnson update. Let me know how you guys feel. All right, guys, so something is going on with this dude named SkyDoesMinecraft, aka Adam Dalberg, aka Net Nobody. And I'm coming in completely what's the word? Blank. I don't know who this guy is. I've seen the term SkyDoesMinecraft, like, you know, I've heard of the guy Net Nobody, but I have no idea who he is. I've never watched any of his content that I know of. And apparently he's been trending all weekend. This guy's got 30 likes on this. It says anime long, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this, said the SkyDoesMinecraft situation. So my guess, my concern, guys, that this is going to be some heavy stuff. So what I'm going to do, obviously, is give you guys a trigger warning, let you know like heavy stuff is incoming. I'm going to do my best to censor as much as that I can censor by getting you guys the message across, while also keeping this in a way where no one is like, you know, surprised and you see something you don't want to see, or you hear something that you don't want to hear. Okay, I do my best to protect you guys, but at the same time, I wanted you guys to know what's going on here so that you can be updated. It reads here from this person named Elizabeth that says, "Dear Adam Dalberg, aka Net Nobody, AFKA SkyDoesMinecraft, it's time everyone knows the truth. I'm tired of letting you get away with this. The police know. putting the evidence below since it won't upload appropriately. But I'm gonna blur this out, but I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible. What I see at the top, it says trigger warning, assault, abuse, blood, trauma, and pregnancy. Jesus Christ. And guys, I'm not gonna show you guys the document because there's a lot of trigger warnings going down, but I'm going to try to give you as much information. You're just gonna see my face. But I'm going to basically, there's some TLDRs, there are some summaries here because it's a laundry list of just photos and receipts of what looks like to be some tragic exchanges between Net Nobody and I believe his ex-girlfriend. This one person said TLDR of the bad stuff he allegedly did according to the document. Verbally degraded, abused, and cheated on OP numerous times. Also objectified her and demanded for her to become pregnant even though she was in a bad spot financially and he was just a huge POS. Tried to force her into a poly relationship and forced her to propose to him. What the heck? Made her pay bills while he stole money from companies to buy and use drugs. Used his platform against his child who he repeatedly neglected and mistreated. Quote, you have also assaulted and sexually harassed several women. You sent nudes to young girls. You never asked for ages because you never cared. Had tantrums that included destroying property to be intimidating, abused her pet pig, repeatedly forced him outside in the cold and forced him to eat candy and drink Gatorade. What the heck? Apparently also he abused her dogs, assaulted OP while pregnant, making her think she would miscarry. Repeatedly also included preventing her from eating or sleeping while pregnant. Apparently he sent death threats to her and his kid. He threatened their roommate and OP with a knife. Apparently there is a police report there too as well, showing him handcuffed and showing that the report is actually real. Threatened and faked suicide to try to make the OP feel guilty and gaslighted OP several times saying no one is going to believe you, and that's just the icing on the cake. There is so much damaging things on here about SkyDoesMinecraft, and he hasn't been able to say anything about this, I guess, at this point, but everything points to him being a very, very, very terrible person. It's like one of those things where I say, guys, you should wait for the other side of the situation, right? But the amount of receipts that are showing him, we got voices, we have police reports. When you have police reports, this is no longer a hey guys, let's wait for the other side. This is like a holy crap. You actually went to jail for some of this bad stuff that she is basically saying that you said. These aren't allegations. These are freaking saying like, this is what you did and here's the proof that you did it kind of situation that's going down. This is absolutely terrifying and abhorrent. Yeah, guys, I've been scrolling down and looking at all of the support and the receipts that OP was basically bringing to the table, and it's if you do go into there, guys, just be careful because some of this stuff is it's really, really disgusting and gross in terms of the things that he said. There's receipts from messages, from discords, there's voice receipts, there's text. It's like this is one of those things where like if this person was making it up, this would be very, very difficult to, because there is so much evidence on receipts, pictures, claims. I don't think this person is lying. Anyway, guys, go into the comments where it's a little bit more safer to kind of read and show you guys. It says here, somebody said, reminder, don't make this about how much you miss your childhood idol. Instead, sympathize and empathize with those who had to suffer the abuse and still managed to have the courage to speak up. I'm proud of you for speaking up, especially you, Lizzie. Stay strong. This person here said, I hope this keeps gaining attention. Adam has a huge fan base of young people that didn't understand anything that was happening and couldn't see the bad. His old fan base is older now and capable of using this information for the better. I'm sorry I couldn't see it before. Followed by, I genuinely feel horrible. I took Adam at face value for so many years. When the old offices broke apart, I just took it as they broke ties, never looked into it. I believed him over Alessa. I was completely and utterly blinded by his big following, acted as if he could do no wrong. To add on to it, Team June and Cornbread told me that apparently after this came out, a lot of people have been coming out to talk about Adam / Net Nobody and basically sharing their own stories as well, basically adding fuel to the fire. And yeah, guys, here's actually Sky's, aka Adam, aka Net Nobody's Twitter. He had 1.8 million followers. I also looked at his YouTube page. This guy has 11.2 million subscribers. God dang, he must. I didn't even know this guy existed. Someone with over 10 million subscribers in the Minecraft community. And yeah, he uploaded a video recently. It looks like it's gone. It looks like the last video was 6 months ago, but it looks like the video that he made is actually gone. Coming back to his page, it says, in case you missed it, Cops and Robbers return today as a YouTube video. Retweet, share, and enjoy the nostalgia. And when I clicked it, guys, it says video unavailable. This video has been removed by the uploader. So he had released a video less than 2 days ago, and my guess is it's gotten removed because the comment section most likely was just you probably couldn't see the dislike bar, but the comment section was probably everyone calling him out. And yeah, guys, the comment section is just filled with people who are saying like, hey man, you were my hero. Hey man, I can't believe you did this. Hey man, is this true? What did you do? Again, I don't know nobody, but if he had 11 million subscribers at any point in time on his YouTube career, he was huge and influential to a lot of young people. And so to hear that this guy came out and did all of these things, I do want to hear what he has to say, his side of the story. Again, I guess no matter the amount of evidence that's out there, right? A person needs to be able to respond and reply, but I don't know what you can say based off the receipts that I just got finished seeing and everything I was saying. I don't know what you can say, but I guess he is eventually going to have to address it, or maybe he won't, or maybe he doesn't. I mean, he's already deleted the YouTube video. He hasn't spoken about it or said anything that's going on. So yeah, guys, that's the Sky Net Nobody situation. Absolutely tragic, man. People always want to go back and start talking about like parasocial relationships and don't put people on a pedestal. People are human, blah, blah, blah. Guys, not everyone is like a monster, and being human and being a terrible person are two separate things, okay? People might have flaws, somebody might make some mistakes, every now and then do something that's not right, but if all of this evidence is adding up, this is not a mistake. These were not a bunch of mistakes or a bunch of flaws. This was just really just terrible human nature stuff. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if there's any updates. I'll let you know if Net Nobody actually responds, and if there's anything else that comes from it. Really, really crappy situation. Sorry I didn't go into super detail, guys. The thread is on there on Twitter if you want to see it. But it's very disturbing, and if I was to talk about it or show you these images, it would get way too personal, way too deep. It's very traumatic. I did not want to go that far, all right? So yeah, that's the situation. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, drop a like. It means that you made it to the end of the video and it did all right. Keep your attention. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, man. I'll see you guys more than likely on Wednesday with the next video. Hopefully the stock market doesn't crash or go too crazy. Hopefully you guys are safe, man. Hopefully you guys are doing okay in these crazy times, man. Like it's absolutely wild. Take care of yourselves, okay? Be good to yourselves. Keep your mental health up. Keep your physical game up, bro. Exercise, keep moving and keep moving forward. All right. I love y'all. I will see y'all soon. Y'all take it easy. Peace.